trust to earn the trust the people like Afghanistan. You are from US, someone maybe known as you may be spy and you.
Right.
It is very tough sometimes.
It's very difficult.
How can anybody tackle this kind of problem?
You have to be careful. I mean, it's difficult in Kashmir, right?
Yeah.
Are you from Kashmir?
No.
Okay, well if you go to Kashmir, it's very difficult to report there. We have some reporters in Kashmir right now because there's been a lot going on there in the last few months. It's difficult to gain the trust of people on both sides, which is your job, you know, because you can't really do a good job unless you're getting both sides of the story. If you're only telling one side of the story, it's not a complete story. So it takes time, and it takes days sometimes to get people to talk to you. They have to trust you because their lives are at stake if you don't do the story right, if you don't represent it as it is, or if somehow you betray their identity, if you said they would protect them, or you would not show their face and that kind of stuff, they can be taken by the security forces. So it's difficult to do that story, but it's an important story to understand what's going on up there and why. Why is this happening? What's going to happen? What do people think about it? The interesting stories are always more hard to do than going to a press conference and listening to spokespeople speak, and you really want to talk to the people affected. But in Kashmir, there's stories just about what it's like to live there. You can stay out of the politics and just say, what's everyday life like for someone living in Kashmir who has to deal with the fighting and strife that's going on? What kind of toll is it? You could do a good story on the psychological trauma of living in a situation like that, the stress, what that does to children. Just like you can do it in Mexico, you can do it in any place. And I don't think that's a political story, it's a human story. Living in conflict zone. So, unfortunately, there's too many of those places in the world today.